This week starts off with Leo season, hallelujah, and Mercury going direct finally, hallelujah. It's a week of hallelujahs. Or is it? Stick around, it's time for the midweek reset. Let's get ready to tarot. Welcome everybody, it's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and this is your midweek reset tarot reading. That's right. And this is for July 22nd to July 28th. Welcome everybody. It's Leo season. My favorite time of the year. I hope it's yours too. And we're going to talk about what Leo season actually means for you. But welcome back, everybody. Again, this is where we get the astrology and tarot for the week. So we get the vibe on understanding what the fuck is going on. And if you didn't check out the Barbeau's basket video over here, go ahead and check that out because that's still in effect. And one of the aspects does happen this week. So a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. This is when we do the cosmic weather, and it's going to be again for July 22nd to the July 28th. And this is what we do. We incorporate the astrology, and then we get into the tarot for each one of your signs. So this is a good idea of what's going on this week. So what's going on astrologically, Jeff? Well, first of all, let's talk about our moon phases. We are always going to talk about moon phases. I'm going to ingrain it in your head. You're going to be so into moon phases. By the time that a year has passed, since we get into our cycles of the moon, you're going to understand exactly where we're at any given time. This week, we are in a waxing gibbous phase, and that all has to do with reflection and some fine tuning. And it's appropriate for this energy right now to do some reflecting, to get some fine tuning done. We've been in this phase of reflecting with Mercury going retrograde, and it's coming out of retrograde this week. So we're starting off with the big news flash of Leo, the sun, has moved into the sign Leo. It happens every time at this year, and it's the most favorite time of the year for me. Fellow kings and queens out there, it's Leo season. Let's celebrate as best as we can. Now, all the other signs are like, all right, so what the fuck are we supposed to do? Well, here's what you're supposed to do during Leo season. Number one, have fun. Are you having fun? Are we having fun yet? Because if you're not, and I say this a lot, if you're not having fun, you're fucking up. So you gotta understand, and you really gotta look at why I'm not having fun. Why can't I wake up and be in a good mood and do things that I want to do and pursue what I want to pursue? There's always some kind of obstacle that we're putting in the way. And Leo season kind of gives you this playful energy. It can be a very romantic time. It's heart-centered energy. Leo is fire. So it's all about fire. We're moving out of a water sign, Cancer, into fire. So the emotional depths that we went through last month, and I'm sure there are plenty of them that we went through, are now kind of stoking the fire to get motivated, to do things. The start of something big. And we have Jupiter also in Leo. It hasn't been here for 12 years. So Leo's out there. What was going on at 2014, 2015? What's the cycle that we're either learning or repeating here? You know what I mean? Pay attention to what was going on before. And I might get a little distracted because the neighbors have a box trap out there, and they caught the whistle pig, the groundhog, so I don't have to worry about them eating my sunflowers or my garden. They caught that, and they took it out somewhere and let it loose. And then the box cage was there the other day, and I'm like, oh no, don't tell me the fucking groundhog's back. But this morning I woke up early and there was a skunk in it. And I've been wondering why it sounds like it smelled like, damn, the neighbors, where they get all that money for that weed? You know what I mean? Because all I smelled was weed. Like all last summer, that's all I smelled was like heavy skunk. And never thought it was a skunk. I thought it was just the neighbors just really partying down. They didn't ask me to partake, so I thought that was odd. But yeah, it wasn't weed. It was the big ass skunk. And now I've realized that one of the babies, It's a smaller skunk that's in the trap. And now the mother and the other baby are out trying to dig it out. I would absolutely go out there and open the fucking door and let them out. I would never do that. But I'm not doing that for a bunch of skunks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting sprayed, to free willy or whatnot. Sorry. That might be my Leo arrogance, but yeah, I'm not getting sprayed. That's not how I'm doing this. I thought about it. I would just like to go out there and lift up the thing and reunite the family, but I got a feeling the family's getting broken up. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. They should be coming any minute to check the cage so we can see. And it's right outside my door, right outside my window here. So I can hear it squeaking once in a while, but they're trying like hell to get out of there. I even took a little video because the mother was almost lifting up the door. I thought she was gonna release it, but I feel bad, but I'm not getting sprayed by a skunk. Sorry. There are some things I just can't do. I gotta let God kind of sort this all out. Maybe they'll all be reunited someday. But, love and prayers out to the skunk family out there. They're trying hard to keep it alive. But you know what? You fuck around, you find out. I don't know. So back to the astrology. We're in wax and gibbous. So I've done a lot of reflecting on whether I should release the baby skunk and, have to take a bath in tomato juice or whatever the fuck kind of remedy they got. I'm not down for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? So we're just going to let it unfold. So maybe during the cosmic reset, the cosmic weather, you might hear some shit going down. So just be aware of that. But that's the skunk story. But Whistlepig, 0. Humans, 1. So now, I had I have all these sunflowers that I planted, and I had to have them in planters to kind of like make a wall, around the hot tub and stuff, because you want some privacy. And I had to keep them up because the groundhog was going to eat them all. It was like a fucking buffet. But now they're blooming and they don't like to eat the blooms, and well, he's gone. So critters. See, that's what happens when you don't have much going on. You're checking out the window and watching the skunk saga. Fun times. All right, everybody. So Mercury is stationing to go direct on the 23rd. So the sun enters Leo. Fuck yeah. Mercury finally stops fucking with us. Fuck yeah. You know what I mean? And that's good. Communication starts moving forward. Things start moving forward. It just seems like things start moving forward and puts us in a better mood. Again, with the whole Leo season, get your fire stoked. Get creative. Fall in love with your life again. Fall in love with the people around you. Fall in love with you. Have you done that yet? Think about it. Do you love yourself? Self-love is very important at Leo time. It's the time to open your heart. You know what I mean? Leo rules the heart. And when you open up your heart and you're mindful of it and you're grateful and you walk outside, like summertime is it kind of keeps us in tune more than another season. I don't know. Maybe you get like this during all the other seasons. I kind of do. But summer kind of puts in my mind like, yeah, that's what this is all for. It's beautiful outside. You can connect with nature. You can in the winter and the fall and the spring, of course, but in different ways. But, like yesterday was a beautiful day. And I just did everything outdoors that I could because we're not getting choked out by Canadian wildfires anymore. So, yeah, just a fucking beautiful day to ground, do things outside. Attended to a lot of the yard, and grounded for most of the day. I was sitting on the ground for most of the day. Reading, playing guitar, doing all the things, getting it all done in one day on my day off. But yeah, and Leo season kind of calibrates us to have fun. It's time to have fun. And you should be having fun. So that's the big lesson for this season. So get out there, fall in love with yourself or others, express your love now that you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it a roaring good time. I can't believe I just said that. Now, on the 25th, Neptune is sextiling Pluto. Big, beautiful energy there. That's all part of the Barbeau's basket. All right. So make sure that you check that video out and you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. But again, it's more support. It's more good energy. And this is going to last for a while. This aspect lasts for a while. And we're closing out the week on the 26th. Are we closing out the week then? Well, it's getting close to it. Saturn is getting ready to go retrograde. So the old lesson teacher is having us go back to the drawing board and kind of slow it down a little bit. So again, no need to rush. Okay, I know that with the sun in Leo, it's a great fiery energy. However, this is kind of like, this is the dog days of summer. You know what I mean? Where we take it easy. So keep that in mind with this energy. You know, Saturn retrograde kind of doesn't put the obstacle in front of us. It makes us aware that there's an obstacle there. So we divert our attention to something that we can put our energy in until that obstacle is removed. Or maybe putting in the energy to remove the obstacle. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only kind of downfall for the week. But we've kind of been noticing this slowdown because the energy is just ramped up one thing after the other. So cheers. And want to do a little energy clearing because that's basically what's happening this week. So what I want you to do is to kind of get into your little space. I want this to become part of the reading for you also, so you anticipate this. Yep, that's right. If we didn't do it at the beginning of the cosmic weather, we're definitely going to do it after. All right? Just because I don't want to be lighting a Palo Santo stick 12 times and everybody's reading, you know? So let's just get everybody. So everybody get comfy if you can. All right, we got this going. Very good. All right. Settle yourself in. I'd like you to take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Beautiful. And release. Yeah. Lots of tension there. Ooh, the wind came in and blew that. Very good. Take another slow, deep breath in. And release. Good. Very good. Last one. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it. And now release. Beautiful. All right. Very good. Let's clear the reader's energy. And let's bless our electronics. Hoping everything works out. Let's bless the cards. We got a good week coming up for us, everybody. So thank you so much for being here. Next week, I'm just going to tease, is all about the full moon. So we're going to full moon it and end July with not only a full moon, but my birthday on the 31st. So I want to do something for everybody. No one's left behind. I'm going to do something for the members on my birthday. I'm going to start thinking about that now because Spirit said, yeah. Usually I would receive presents. Maybe I'll put up my Amazon list. That'll be good. Okay, I'm going to put that Amazon list up there next week. Next week's the full moon. It's my birthday and it's time to fucking party and celebrate. So let's do that because I always celebrate my birthday for the whole week. So, yeah, I think my birthday is actually on a Friday this year. So looking forward to it, that's for sure. But I'm definitely going to do something for members of the Vibe Tribe. So go ahead and join if you haven't. It helps support the channel and you get members only content, plus a lot of perks that I'm just going to keep throwing at you. And let's see what else. Anything else to talk about? Readings for you, all of that. And yeah, let's go ahead and begin everybody's reading. Thank you so much for watching. Let's start with Aries. Aries, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading. And this is going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. Welcome, Aries. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week. Make sure you check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video so you can find out exactly what's going on this week. So, Aries, welcome. Let's go to the tarot table and begin. Let's get your angel numbers to start. And yeah, thanks for being here. We're in Leo season, a fellow fire sign, so things go a little smooth for you at this time. Let me know if it does or not. You know, it's weird with sun. I was gonna say sunflowers. Jesus Christ. For fire signs. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. All right. Your angel numbers this week are 777. Yes. And that's spiritual awakening. Aries, you are on the right path. You're spiritually evolving and aligning with your higher purpose. Yeah, Jupiter and fellow fire sign may be sparking that whole kind of revival in you. You know what I mean? Spiritual awakening. All right, let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. I can't remember if I did these last week or not. I don't think I did. But, all right, there we are. And it's number 43. 4 plus 3 is what? 7. Higher self, sacred intuition, your eternal spirit. Again, spiritual awakening, spirit, higher self, sacred intuition, the number 7, 777. Aries right out of the gate. What's going on here? Interesting. Let's read up on it. People often define themselves according to the restrictions of their human bodies and mental and emotional patterns. They rarely focus on the unlimited power and value of their spirit. But if this is your approach, it only limits your happiness and your experience of value in the world. This card heralds a time of great spiritual value. You are at the point where you can finally awaken into the full and ever-present power of your eternal spirit. This very real side of you preceded your present self, going all the way back to divine consciousness, the source of your true identity. Meditate on the sacred intuition of your inner voice and the radiant wisdom it brings. Let go of limitation, Aries, and commune with your perfect sacred identity. The more you turn to the eternal spirit within, the more truth, beauty, and blessings will adorn you. Interesting. Spiritual awakening, higher purpose, higher self, spiritually evolving. What a great way to start this week. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Let's get our shadow work. Let's look at that. Let's see what's going on. Break chains. So this week, the only way to overcome blocks is to confront them. So this is a time to get rid of self-limiting beliefs. Again, this wax and gibbous is all about reflection and fine-tuning. So this moon phase will definitely help you kind of in that vein. You know what I mean? Let's get our Earthbound oracles to add to this. Okay, there we go. Can I get one more? One more for Aries, please. So spiritually evolving helps us get rid of self-limiting beliefs like fear, releasing those. Toxic, anything toxic, thoughts, people, places, things, whatever that is for you, and you're being given a gift here. And I really want you to focus on what's the gift. Is it the apple? Is it the seeds? It's both. But it's how you use it, I guess. You've been given this gift, how are you going to use it? The apple is one and done. Here, you've been given the gift of the apple. Oh, thank you. I was hungry. and you eat the apple and you toss it. And you're like, wow, I wish I had more apples. When you look at this, the gift isn't the apple, it's the seeds that are in the apple. Sure, the apple is a gift, but there's also more gifts to be given. And when you plant those seeds, you'll have an endless supply of apples. See what I'm saying? So align to that energy. Understand? And there's a huge message about releasing fear and toxic behavior. So, let's see, Aries. Release your fears. Release the limiting beliefs. That's the chains you're breaking right there, you know? And that energy you just evolve. You know, beautiful. All right. Let's get it. Great reading so far, I must say. I mean, wow. Okay. Wow. All right, Aries. So, dare I say, it could be a huge focus on prosperity here, money. There's 3 pentacles and only 1 wand card, so there's a dominant pentacle energy here. And first blush, I'm getting, you know, you could be being led to more money here, a better paying job, opening to receive a gift of money, something like that. Okay. 9 of Wands, though, is a couple messages. Number 1 is that in order to receive, you got to let down your walls. So if you're being quite defensive and got these walls up because of toxic people and fear and self-limiting beliefs, that gift will not come to you at this time. You have to know that you're resilient, you got this, and in order to receive, you got to let down your walls, your emotional barriers. I understand why they're there, but again, they're not helping the cause here. Instead, the Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady, okay? You've gotten the map. You know the destination, now enjoy the journey. 6 of Pentacles is reciprocating energy, and get rid of anything that doesn't reciprocate. It's a bad connection. If you knew the socket wasn't producing any energy, why would you keep plugging the lamp in and getting frustrated because it won't turn on? You see what I'm saying? There's got to be a flow of energy there. 10 of Pentacles is beautiful. Again, this is where I'm getting the gift of money, also the advancement. This is feeling safe and secure. You know, again, very grounded energy, going within, feeling protected and safe and all of that. Great energy. Great energy. All right, let's go ahead and get some oracles to reinforce this. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, this is great. Leo season. Here it is. And that's the strength card. Power and strength over fear. Hope. Yes, absolutely. It's time to double down on that. New beginnings coming here with the 10 of Pentacles. Also, this is a payoff. And the Fool card is don't be foolish. You have an excellent opportunity for new beginnings. And 9 of Cups, fulfillment of wishes. Beautiful. So something is definitely working out here. Another 9. Wow. That's pretty goddamn good energy there. Okay, I like that. Now, let's look at relationships. So, new beginning. And if you're not seeing this, Aries, it's because you got self-limiting beliefs like fear and toxicity and, you know, infecting your thought patterns in your life, you know? So let's see what we have for relationships. Knight of Cups bringing an offer here, slow and steady. Again, things in due time, they will show up when you align to them. And Ace of Wands, beautiful. Possibly a new beginning here in relationship, a change in the way things go, finally releasing things. Couldn't ask for a better reading. Telling you, that's pretty good stuff. That's pretty good. Now let's go ahead and get some messages of love. I had to pull them out of the drawer because I was doing readings before I started recording. But all right, is that it? Nope, that one too. Okay. All right. Unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Again, maybe some time for vacation is needed. Maybe a little getaway. Maybe we've been around too much toxicity, and now it's time to kind of give yourself some grace. We also have another one here, which is play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Yeah, so again, there could be a situation where we're like just working too much, you know? And now it's time to kind of, you're given an opportunity here to really get together. I guess that's the way it is. Yeah, pay attention to the messages here. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. You've got to keep that vibe going. I see you guys admiring sunsets too, and longing. Missing you, let's talk, reunion. Again, so maybe we're just putting too much into the hustle and the grind. Now it's time to get back into the things that matter, that make you feel secure. And it can happen. You know what I mean? So this is a good time to just, enjoy your life and each other, And you kind of, I think a lot of you Aries kind of figure out that, the joy is in the company, of connecting. I think that's great. So closing message for you, my dear, is, and I just looked and it was 12:22. You're always manifesting, whether you're aware of it or not. Manifestation is based on your thoughts, and you're being asked to manifest consciously through positive thinking, so you'll attract into your life exactly what you're wanting. So again, manifest it. The 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups is really saying, listen, it can happen. So you're in manifesting mode. Make that happen. Break the chains that stop whatever you want coming in. And get rid of those beliefs. All right, Aries, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join me for the freaking weekend tarot reading. That's posted on Fridays to give you the vibe for the weekend. And yeah, happy Leo season. And thank you for watching, Aries. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Taurus, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. So welcome, Taurus. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week, and thank you for being here. Let's go to the tarot table and begin. If you haven't checked out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, I suggest you do so you can understand what energy we are dealing with today, this week. This midweek. All right, Taurus, let's get your angel numbers for this week. Ooh, I love these. And this is 999. Who is seeing these numbers lately? Let me know in the comments. And it's all about completion. Release what no longer serves you, Taurus, and prepare to embark on a new chapter filled with opportunities. That's fantastic. 999, always. And look at this. I had this on the top of the deck. More reinforcement. Don't give up. Release and let go so you can make way for things coming your way. The 9s are always, don't give up. You're almost there. Okay? Beautiful. Right out of the gate. Now we have a message from our guide from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And let's see what they have for you, Taurus. Let's see, what do we have? Oop. Just one message. They said the one on the bottom, okay? Ooh, and it's 42 with prosperity. Look at that. with abundance and success. Again, completion, you're almost there. Look at what a beautiful card. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Maybe they're onto something there, you know? Let's read up on it. 42. I like that, opening up to prosperity. So don't give up. Don't give up. Now, that's a big, big, big message. This card heralds a time of great prosperity opening up for you, Taurus. Abundant blessings may come in many forms and for many reasons. It may be that a project you've been working on for a long time is finally coming to fruition. An investment or potential property sale could be paying off, or some unexpected gift like an inheritance may be coming your way. Get ready to enjoy the fruits of your labor and the rewards of your faith. You deserve great undiluted joy, and that radiant garden will be blossoming soon. It's Leo season, of course it is. Even if the shower of blessings only comes in drops and sprinkles at first, remember to notice the gifts already gracing your life. The moments of laughter, beauty, peace, and spirit presence can bring you joy each day. The more you acknowledge those and other forms of value in your life, the more your newfound prosperity will grow and multiply. So again, focus on the blessings in your life, and the universe gives you more things to thank. That the cycle continues. But when we get into this state of, oh, you know, I'm grateful, and then you're not, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's a dual message there, and the universe can't guess what you're trying to broadcast. It only gives you what you're putting out there. So focus on abundance and success, and release what no longer serves you. Release old ways. So speaking of releasing, let's look at our shadow work, and let's see what we need to release. Unseen patterns. So again, old, outdated patterns that no longer serve you. Change your thoughts, change your life. Exactly. So this is about beliefs and reprogramming yourself with those beliefs. Okay? So I'm just going to put that there. And let's get some Earthbound oracles. The little cards with big messages. Is that it? Which one do I keep? Take the one in the middle. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. I want you to focus on life and how beautiful life is, and that's the one thing you could start with your gratitude, is thank you for my life. Start there. Okay? Balance. Thank you for my balanced life. See where this is going? And ceremony. Make a ceremony for yourself. Maybe every morning before you grab your phone or make a cup of coffee, take time to appreciate your life. Thank you for the balance in my life. You know, maybe you're wanting to create life. Maybe you want to have a child. This is an indication that will happen. Okay? But it's finding that balance, the light and the dark. You know, the cycle of life. Just being in an abundant time right now, Taurus. I really believe that, you know, that's where it's at for you. So, very telling. I mean, we're almost there. I love that. All right. Let's get the vibe. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Well, it looks like you need to make some decisions here. Again, you know, new life, planting seeds. Very prosperous time. Although the Seven of Cups is kind of a dual meaning here, and I think it's a reminder that there could be some confusion only because you've got many choices. Make the best choice for yourself. I think if you're wrestling with that, I hope this helps, that you make the best choice for yourself. The Ace of Pentacles, again, is a new beginning here. You're almost there. You're almost there. Release what no longer serves you, and that's beliefs and old programming. Okay? All you need to do this week is focus on joy and success. You're not stuck. You need to make decisions. 7 of Cups is deciding. And I want to make this really easy for you. Choose the highest and the best for you. Not what other people think, what other people, your parents think or anything like that. No, Taurus. Okay? So be aware of that. But new beginnings here. Very successful. When you choose that. When you choose abundance. When you focus on success. So again, the message is heavy and focus on success and you will attain it, So let's reinforce it with some oracles. Anything else? Lots of change. We got some more wands here. 7 of Wands is stand your ground. Don't back down. Make the choices. Again, another 7. Pay attention to that. The 8 of Wands, accelerated motion. So with Mercury going out of retrograde right now, so things are kind of moving forward, whatever this is. The message comes in, the opportunity comes in. August looks huge. So right now it's time to get that balance and, release the programming. Do some reflecting this week as we get ready to close out July. Can you believe we're already closing out July? Ingia. It was just here. Could have swore I saw a card flipped over. Maybe it's just me. All right, let's look at relationships and love and see what's going on with this. Okay. Anything else? Wow. All right. Yeah, I think you need to have a conversation. I think things need to be said. I think you need to, again, let go of anything that doesn't serve you. You got to really step it up this week, Taurus, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to realize that everything in balance, everything in its due time. So this is a reminder to be patient. Don't get antsy. You're going to be celebrating just fine, especially when it comes to relationships. Maybe getting together, ceremony. This could be a wedding. You could be going and seeing that, going to that, or actually getting married. So congratulations in advance. But there's an energy here of celebrating, of coming together. But you got to protect your energy. You got to speak. Now that Mercury is not retrograde anymore, it's time to say it, Okay. We got go slow. Exactly. Take time to get to know each other. And not only that, but this is a message of taking it easy and going slow. Everything in due time. Warning. Don't dismiss the red flags here. And the big red flag is stand your ground. Don't trust people's energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. Let's get what's the vibe. Let's get what's the vibe and see what's going on. We've got wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you're getting a second chance at this. Maybe we need to let go of the past and stop living in the past and start really, opening up to our future. You know what I'm saying, Taurus? But it's a great time to celebrate here, Maybe Leo season is a good time for you to celebrate. Absolutely. Maybe get a second chance at something. Okay, closing message for you is step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. So again, all you have to do is step back. Don't rush into anything right now. You know what I mean? It's cautionary energy. Don't forget, Saturn's going retrograde, so be aware of that. Nothing to rush into. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. That's basically what I got to say. All right? So that is going to do it for this midweek reset for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the freaking weekend where we get the vibe for the weekend too. Let's see how that's going to work out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Join the Vibe Tribe. A lot of members exclusive only content going to be released. Jump on the bandwagon now because the rates are going to go up. So, all right, Taurus, I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Gemini, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd to July 28th. So welcome, Gemini. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week. It's Leo season. It's time to have fun. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, well, you ain't going to know how the week's going to go. So go ahead and watch that. But if you understood the assignment, let's go to the tarot table and begin. Gemini. I got some skunks trying to get out of the cage outside my window. It's gonna get ugly when the trapper comes back. Thank God it's not my fucking circus. All right, you got the numbers 808. Pay attention to that because it's all about prosperity. Embrace your potential and welcome prosperity. You are making wise decisions and heading in the right direction. All right, so there's your clarification right there. You just focus on prosperity. That's it, Gemini. It's all you need to do. And because your ruler is, because Uranus is involved in this Barbeau's basket. If you didn't check that out in last week's reading, check it out. There's also, I made it into a separate video too. Yeah, so you're affected by this. And there is still some movement going on here. It's still in effect. It's going to be in effect for a while. All right? So let's get, and that could be opening up and supporting prosperity. But there's some conflicting ideas of transformation that need to happen. So let's get a message from your spirit guides. They're using the Energy and Spirit Oracle this week. Yeah, so I got a baby skunk in a fucking trap cage. Not by my fucking doing, but the next door neighbors. That's the next door neighbors deal. And yeah, the mother and the other baby are relentlessly trying to get this little one out of the cage. And the saga continues. Thought vibrations, number 23. And this is all about resonant choices and signature signals. So what are you putting out there? Your thoughts are powerful. What are they putting out there, Gemini? Let's read up on it. Number 23. Like a satellite in space, your mind is sending and receiving signals in every direction. The vibrations of your thoughts and beliefs never cease projecting and receiving. Remember that. This is a very real energetic influence on what you attract and manifest, a powerful force in your present and future happiness. It's easy to say that your cognitive patterns creates your reality, but how much do you really think about your ongoing thought process? This card is telling you that you now have the power to bring much more positivity and self-love into your thinking. In fact, your mental power is growing more than ever. Consciously send out clear and attractive signature signals, and the world will return your loving messages to you. Wow. Here's your affirmation. I always have power over my thoughts. I release negative thinking and choose to trust in my resourcefulness and to have faith in my soul. Wow. Love that. Wow. That's pretty good. Be careful of what you're putting out there. Are you putting out a prosperity vibe? Because if you're putting out a prosperity vibe, you are going to receive that. You're going to experience more prosperity. You have to understand that you create your reality. You have to understand that. Do you want me to keep that? Yes. Okay. Your shadow work is self-compassion. Embracing imperfections helps you find strength. This is good for your growth mindset and resilience. Have a little compassion for yourself. Instead of beat yourself up with your thoughts. You know what I mean? That doesn't help the prosperity at all. Okay? Let's get our Earthbound oracles and see what we have. What do we have? 1, 2. I saw one flip over. Did it flip back? No. Okay. So we just need one more. Nope. Okay. And right there, the release card is there. Can I have one more, please? Okay. Got it. All right. What do we have? Yeah. Release. Release anything that doesn't serve you. Deceit, especially release that. Especially self-deceit. All of that. You see what I'm saying? And Terra, get out there and ground. Terra is Earth. Get out. Get out there and ground. You know? Release anything that no longer serves you. Interesting. Maybe there's some deceit going on from other people. Again, release those people. You don't need to be deceived by people. If people feel they need to deceive you, get them the fuck out of your life. Don't put up with that. You got no one to blame for but yourself if you continue to allow that behavior. You know, and man, the cards seem to agree. Which ones am I keeping? None of those. Okay. Am I keeping those? Anything else? No. Wow, weird. What kind of signals are you putting out there? Interesting. We got the Knight of Cups starting off the reading. And that is your move. It's time to make some moves. Maybe someone's coming in to make a move towards you. I like that. The Nine of Pentacles wants to come out and say, listen, you're worth a lot more. So move towards that. Don't deceive yourself. You deserve so much better. The King of Wands is ready. Let's make that change. Let's go. Let's go. And it's also Leo season, and you can see Leo on his shirt. So yeah, this is like maybe planning a trip. Again, putting it out there. The Two of Cups. Maybe you're getting towards your soulmate or something like that. I can't believe I said soulmate, but that word kind of just needed to come out. Maybe you're opening up to a relationship, partnerships of any kinds. You know? Yeah, I need to take a sip of water. I've been drinking coffee and tea today, and it's just dried me out. Yum, yum. All right. Again, you may be making the move and knowing and getting rid of, self-deceit that you're opening up. Maybe it's just you getting right with yourself. It could be that easy, Gemini. You know what I mean? But there's huge transformation going on. Let's get some oracles. And see where this lies. Is that it? Yep. Wow. Okay, so, yeah. The Four of Swords, rest and rejuvenate. Put some things to rest. Okay? Again, releasing. Put some things to rest. Especially old patterns. Being hard on yourself also. But this is great. Recognition and reward, you deserve that and so much more. Again, it's about putting yourself in a place of deserving. And triumph with the Chariot. So movement here. Again, also you could be traveling, moving, something of that nature. There's definite movement. The Knights, the King, the Triumph card, the Chariot. Yeah, I definitely can see that. Maybe you're going to visit loved ones or a relationship. Maybe there's been some distance between you guys. Moving towards that perfect union. And it could just be with yourself. Yeah, the Magician card wants to come out. All right. Create your relationship. What kind of relationship do you want to create? You're the creator. Release yourself from judgment, absolutely, of others, of past shit, all of that. Six of Swords is moving towards a better relationship with yourself, other people, having faith. This is also a sacred union. So, what's going on here? The King of Cups is not letting your emotions get overboard. Again, I think that's where the grounding comes in. So, let's make movements, but let's not be hasty. Let's calculate a little bit better, Gemini. Okay? You're capable of doing that, of course. Let's get some messages of love and see what adds to this. But it's again, setting yourself free from something here. Okay. Wow. The first one they wanted to show you was this: finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. And you know damn well, 9 times out of 10, usually people are bitching about, if they're arguing in a relationship, it's usually about money. Okay? Don't let that become a factor. Again, the whole thing here is opening up to prosperity. So be aware of that. Okay? Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. You know what you need to release? Work on that. Okay? Let's see what's the vibe. So again, there's movement here, there's practical decisions, there's good decisions, Again, finances are a little important here. It could be an issue. And then we have nightlife. Striptease, gamble, Vegas. Yeah, those are bad decisions. So again, maybe that's it. Are you going to the OTB and blowing your check? I hope not, because that's a bad waste of money. But always allow money to flow into you. Stop making gambles that you don't need to make, okay? All right, let's get a closing message for you. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, okay. Interesting. It's align. You're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what is will only make things harder for you, so align, surrender, and trust. There you go, Gemini. That is your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading. Align to what you want. Align to prosperity. Align to beautiful relationships. Align to solutions. Let go of deceit from other people, yourself. It's time to kind of shed that energy and really move towards something successful here, which is definitely in the cards. But again, where are you putting your thoughts? All right? Think about that. Now that Mercury is no longer retrograde, you can start moving forward with trust that you'll align to what you want. All right? All right, Gemini, that's going to do it for this midweek reset. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, freaking weekend, always on Fridays at 10 a.m. to get the vibe for the weekend. And yes, Gemini, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Cancer, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. So welcome, Cancer. It was a great season, but it's over. Leo is now the reason for the season, I should say. So I hope you had a good season. If you want to check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, go ahead and check that out, because now it tells us exactly what kind of mode of operandi we're in and what's going on. Okay, so let's go to the tarot table and begin. And you know how we do. We start with what? Angel numbers. All right, let's see. Boom. And it's 2, 3, 4. Nice sequence, because that's all about growth. Love that picture. You are experiencing growth and expansion in all areas of your life. You are on the right path and moving towards greater fulfillment and success. Are you feeling that at this time? After your season? Is that what's kind of got you in this time of reflection right now? is knowing that you're on the right path and you're moving towards that fulfillment and that success. Because if you're not, you got to review this. You know, we have a full moon coming up next week. Mercury's out of retrograde. Things are looking up. Great time to release, but this is all about growth for you. So let's go ahead and continue this line of messages with the advice from your guides. This is for the Energy and Spirit Oracle. We're using this one this week. So let's see what the message is for you. What do we have for Cancer? Nothing to report on the skunk saga going on outside. Yeah, we got a baby in the cage. The mother's trying to dig it out. I didn't catch the skunks. I knew that they were under there. I knew something was up because I knew my neighbors couldn't be smoking that much goddamn good weed. You know what I mean? Like, where are you getting the funds for that? But yeah, it was definitely a skunk, and it's had 2 babies, and one's in the cage that they set out there to catch it. And now they're frantically trying to dig themselves out. The saga continues, and it's right outside my window, so this ought to be interesting. So your message is sensitivity and strength with number 3. Again, another sign of growth. So take a good look at that picture. What does that entail? Tapping the forces within. Let's see. A situation calls for some sensitivity right now, Cancer. It may be an issue with a friend or someone at work or in your family. Even if it's in your nature to be strong, in control, and sometimes even aggressive, remember that it's possible to be both tender and strong at the same time. This card is telling you to pause and resist any old urge to plow through things. Consider the peace and compassion you could introduce into a tense or tenuous situation. When you look at the situation with flexibility and calm clarity, you bring gentle, receptive yin energy to the issue. Then your sensitivity and strength will come together in vibrations as powerful and as soothing as the sun's rays. So your affirmation is this: I express my sensitivity and strength in equal measure. I always have the courage to take the most honoring approach. And there it is. You can be as strong as an anvil and also, in the same breath and weight, be as light as a feather. You know what I mean? Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. All right, let's get your shadow work and see what's going on. So again, showing your strength, but yet doing it in a sensitive way. All right, so this week it's break chains, with the only way to overcome blocks is to confront them. So this is getting rid of self-limiting beliefs. Yeah, absolutely. In that new moon phase, that waxing gibbous phase, that's what it looks like to me. You know, very interesting. Pay attention to this. All right, let's get some earthbound oracles as we just move right along. All 3? Yep, there they are. Very good. Let's do them in order. Guide. You're being guided to do or go somewhere, something. Your inner guidance. Water. Well, there you are. You're a water sign. Again, let your emotions be your guide. You know, the sensitivity part, and reflect. Perfect time to do that with the waxing gibbous phase. So it also wants you to do some reflecting and do some fine tuning. You know, Mercury is getting ready to go direct. So be aware of that. This is a great time to reflect. You know, release some emotions that no longer serve you. You know, can break the chains. You follow me on that? That's all right there. You're being guided to do that at this time. So pay attention to it, Cancer. All right? Very interesting. And it all fosters your growth. So, you know, a lot of you are just, I see your world expanding. You know, that's what Jupiter was doing for you. Okay, let's get the vibe. Look at that. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. The Three of Swords is, again, releasing some of this self-limiting beliefs. The Ace of Cups is a time to take care of yourself. I see a lot of you Cancers out there have kind of burnt yourself out already. This is also a great time for some self-care. Okay, that fosters your growth. A lot of you need to be near water too. Water cleanses. There's water everywhere in this reading. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's time. And there's an opportunity that's here by releasing some of this emotion. So I think maybe it's just right now, it's kind of a time to go in and reflect, and, you know, you could release some healthy emotions here by still being strong. Okay? Definitely some self-care. Okay. Was that thunder I just heard? Nope, that was a jet. All right, anything else? It's kind of a windy, rainy, kind of cloudy, stormy day, and that's fine for recording day because then I don't feel like I'm missing out on something. You know what I mean? So I think that's all they want me to do. All right, mental conflict with the Two of Swords. Again, self-limiting beliefs are definitely not allowing you to have a good time right now or release something. You know, you could be like, well, Jeff, I'm actually having a good time. Are you? Firm foundation is the Four of Pentacles, no longer holding back. You know what I mean? That doesn't give you the firm foundation you need. So a grounding approach. Don't hold back. Again, this is a more inner conflict for you that will really help you progress here. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or doubts about it. Let's look at relationships. I'm going to give this a couple shuffles. Okay, yeah. Let's see what's going on with relationships and, you know, single, coupled, whatever. Okay, Nine of Wands. So again, some of the resistance here, you know, you got this. So let down your walls of protection. That's a big one right there. Okay. Resistance. I just keep hearing the message resistance. Stop resisting. The High Priestess. So get in touch with your emotions. Trust your intuition at this time. Another 9, the 9 of Pentacles, is you're worth so much more. And check that out. 3 10s. The 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Is it time for you to open up to something long lasting, Cancer? I mean, look at that. Let's put the 10s on the board. Mingya. Look at that. Success, completion, and payoff. 3 10s? Are you kidding me? And you're being guided to move towards that and release anything that says, no, you don't deserve it. That is not your guiding voice. You know what I mean? That's your voice that destroys. And if you allow it, its platform, it's going to get louder, you know? Okay. Unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. For some of you, that is this whole reading right here. Is why make yourself available to unavailable people. Stop thinking they're going to get it. They're not. You need to get it, okay? And for the other half of you, here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. For some of you, this could be an inward thing. You know what I mean? We're trying to get validation out there, and that never works, and it's always messy. So validate yourself, those self-limiting beliefs that believe that you don't deserve somebody. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of that. All right, let's get... What's the vibe? Yeah, okay. And right there, chaos. upheaval, disaster, downfall. So we could have had a lot of chaos. I understand. Maybe that's explaining why your walls are up. But that doesn't mean... See, there's issues that are kind of testing your resolve right now, and you're being guided through this. But the last thing you want to do is put up resistance. And just know that you are worthy of so much more, and this too shall pass. You've got to believe that, okay? Again, this Pluto opposite Jupiter is kind of putting you in that chaotic mood, but there's so much support. It's that Barbeau's basket we were talking about in last week's midweek reset, you know? So let's get a closing message and see. So maybe you're just being guided out of the chaos by knowing that this is part of your growth and you're breaking the chains that bind you. Self-limiting beliefs. Closing message is surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion, and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. Again, let go of all this. You know, the 310s is showing it's about time to have some fucking fun. And if you don't think you're deserving of it, that's step one of why you're not getting it. You know, so you got to really work on why that isn't working for you. You see what I'm saying, Cancer? So there's a lot of lessons in there, all packed into 1 week. All right? That is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Freaking weekend, for the vibe for the weekend, so important for your summer. And thank you so much for watching. No one's come and checked the cage yet. I wonder what sign it's going to happen in, because I know they're coming today to check that cage. And boy, are they going to be surprised. Someone's getting sprayed, and it's not me, folks. All right, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Leo, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. Leo, fellow kings and queens, it is our season. Welcome to the first day of Leo season. That's right. And we have so much going on in our sign. It's incredible. Okay, make sure you check out the Barbeau Basket video. That's specifically for us and all the fixed signs, actually, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Big energy happening. It's big. It's big, and it's going to last it's going to have an impact for many years. So open up to this. Jupiter is in our sign, expanding everything right now. Mercury's coming out of retrograde. If you want to know more about what's going on cosmically, check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video. So, Leo, we made it. We're in Leo season. So happy birthday, all you Leos. Let's make it a great season. All right. Let's go to the tarot table and begin, Leo. So happy. Because, I just love Leo season. Don't you agree? So it's time to celebrate. Like, my birthday's on the 31st, and I'm already thinking of, it's on a Friday too. Fuck yeah. All right, Leo, your Leo season message is 565, and it's all about shift, because you know what? Shift happens. So take a look at your life and see which areas need to be shifted to bring you more joy. Take the time to reassess your priorities and create a plan for yourself. All right. So let's shift from out of what isn't working into what is. And getting rid of anything that no longer brings us joy. It's time to kind of trim this fat in our lives. You know what I mean? Why am I putting that card there? But pay attention to that. Now let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And their message is number 29, which is connections, partnerships, contract, and commitment. Oh, okay. Maybe that's the shift that's going on here. Look at, I turned right to the page too. Son of a bitch. Interesting. Leo, this card indicates that a personal or professional connection is at hand. This may be a new friendship, romantic love, or a kindred spirit with a shared interest or activity. This could also reveal a deepening love in a present relationship, bringing a strong sense of camaraderie or increased intimacy. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take all of it. Alternatively, the partnership here could be more of a business connection, such as a joint venture or a new job. It could even take the form of a contractual commitment. The sale of a property or the resolution of a legal issue is likely to go in your favor at this time. However this important commitment takes shape, be open to all the new connections coming your way, including profound new relationships with caring spirits. This card foretells blessings of love, friendship, and shared good fortune expanding in your life. Wow. All right, so your affirmation, Leo, is this: wonderful connections abound in the universe. I am attracting all types of happy and beneficial relationships to me now. Okay. Damn. Make the shift. To no connections till plenty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take anything that it's given here. I'm open to it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's heat up the summer. You know, the right way. Ooh-wee. All right. What do we have here? Your shadow work is unmasking truth. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to know. So this is a time of self-examining and revelation that may be what? Maybe that we have not put so much focus on connections and partnerships. You know, my own personal story. I've been single for a long time. Now I've had little jaunts here and there, but nothing seriously, nothing like a commitment. I don't even know how I would be able to operate in that kind of realm. However, shift happens, and that could be unmasking that truth, is that it could be time. You know? I don't know. Let's go. Okay? Okay. There's the 3 that dropped out right there. And it's obfuscate. So we're not paying attention. Again, unmasking truth, opening up the eyes. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to know. And for a lot of you single Leos out there, you have put out the flames of passion, love, and all of that. And the universe has a different plan for you. And it's all about bond. So think of the bonds that could come at this time. All right, be very aware of that. Abundance. Open up to abundance. There's plenty of fish in the sea and all of that. Again, open your eyes to the possibility here. You know, I want to show you the opposite of this card. Let's see, where is it? I don't know why I'm laughing. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I'm laughing. All right. This is the opposite of obfuscate, is illuminate. You see the candles are burning, they're lit. Obfuscate shuts it off. You know what I mean? Unmasking truth. That they're, you know, we're bonded by spiritual contracts or anything. You know what I mean? Opening up to more joy into your life. Yeah. There's more to be joyful for just when you thought you had seen it all. And look at that. The cards blew that deal away. So let's get it. Oh my God, Leo, so much to say. What's going on here? Ay, caramba. Yep. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Very important for you to understand this. 4 of Pentacles, you're holding back something. 2 of Pentacles, it's causing this fucking juggling act. You know what I mean? You're juggling chainsaws and you don't even need to. You know what I mean? This could also be financial success too. Open up to abundance. maybe with some self-examining, you can understand why this is happening. The Eight of Cups is, you refuse to walk away from this. And it's time to. It's time to walk away from no more holding back, opening yourself up to the connection. Leo season is opening up your heart, Leo, okay? Knight of Wands, action taking place. Ace of Wands, change also taking place. So the charge is being set. The Three of Pentacles is reward and recognition. With Jupiter in our sign, there's no way out of this. The spotlight is on you, and therefore, it opens you up to more possibilities. And you've been juggling and struggling with this for a long time, and you've been holding back, and you really want that bond with somebody. Man, those skunks are starting to freak out there. And, I don't know if you know this, but the next door neighbor set a trap. We caught the whistle pig, the groundhog, so I don't have to worry about it eating my fucking garden this year. And it was a big motherfucker too. Oh shit. You hear it? Can you hear that? Bugging out. And so they brought the cage back. And I'm like, oh no, not another groundhog. And because I just took my fence down, all my fencing from my sunflower wall. Because, they love to eat sunflowers. So the cage was back. And this morning I woke up and there's a small skunk in there. And as I was looking at it this morning, here comes the mother skunk and the other baby. Holy shit, that skunk was huge. Needless to say, they're trying to dig her out of the cage. I would easily go and let the skunk out, but I ain't getting fucking sprayed. All right, so conflict and defeat. Again, unmasking truth. That's all we're focused on. We're out of balance with this. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. We're coming out of the dark and into the light. A lot of single, I don't know, man. I'm just getting a lot of singles. Leos are moving into this, or shifting, I should say, into this spot. And Jupiter is just illuminating everything. Its gravity is huge. It draws you in. So you've got to kind of surrender. You know what I'm saying? All right, another 6, the 6 of Swords. It's time to change the way we're thinking about things and relationships and all of that. And be patient. You see those cups? The universe is getting the mix right. And the World, completing a cycle, maybe doing some traveling with Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. Damn. All right, let's get some messages of love. So be patient. For some of you, love is on the way. But you have to be in the right mindset, or love is going to come and pass you by. You know what I'm saying? All right. Message is, Leo, boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Okay. Now, don't do what we normally do, because somebody is kind of giving us the look. It's all no holds barred. We're just giving everything we got. And boundaries totally go out. Do that every single time, Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Again, maybe that's all you need, is some distance between you and that situation, Pretty interesting. Let's get what's the vibe. And see what else we have. So we could be completing a cycle here, and this was, this was all part of that, that Leo being in our sign the last time, 2014 and 2015. And chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. Again, what are we looking on? Again, masking the truth. Why are we so fixated on conflict and defeat, especially when it comes to relationships? Because this is all about the connections. Oh, relationships are nothing but chaos. Oh, I that's my downfall, is meeting somebody because I give them everything. Oh, my relationships have been a disaster. Do I smell spray? Do I smell skunk? They're right outside my window. Next house over. Crazy. All right. So let's get a closing message for you. And see what we have. So again, let's stop holding on to relationships equal distraction. you know, that kind of thing. I totally relate to that. I tell myself that shit all the time. You know, it's not healthy. Listen, Leo, you're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. So pay attention to what the universe is telling you this Leo season, Leo. And again, connections come to the forefront. Open your heart to them. Lots of supporting energy out there for you against all this chaos, for some definite shift happening, because shift happens. All right, Leo, happy birthday. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Virgo, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading. Yeah, that's me. I'm Jeff. I don't know why I pressed that button, but yes, this is your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is happening for July 22nd all the way to the 28th. So welcome, Virgo. Hope you are doing well. We are here in Leo season. If you want to know more about what Leo season means for you, you got to check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video to get a better understanding of it. So let's go to the tarot table and begin. Of course. Let's do this for you, Virgo. And see. Ooh. Quiet on the set. All right. Let's see what we got. What do we have for Virgo for our angel numbers? Aha. All right. Pay attention to 919. Because that's all about new beginnings. Perfect. Perfect. You're ready to start a new chapter of your life, Virgo. So be open to meeting new people. Okay. This could be the start of something good. So let's get a message from our guides and see what we got here. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, this card, as soon as you see it, it just kind of quiets you. It's number 1 with mindfulness. Peaceful presence and quiet mind. Well, they definitely portray that in this. I mean, wow. Excellent. Let's put the amethyst crystal right there and read up on it. Number 1. Aren't you special? Okay, let's see. Virgo, within you is a peaceful place, a quiet space where nothing is troubling or worrisome. It is where your personal self connects with the truth and awareness of your soul. There is nothing to solve, nothing to predict, nothing to think about. In fact, to attain this peaceful presence, thoughts are not required. The practice of mindfulness calls for you to let go of thinking, let go of striving, and choose to be peacefully present without judgment or analysis. Your soul is truly powerful and a cosmic energy, perhaps the greatest power you possess. And when you release your personal striving and worry, you automatically move into the vibrant, receptive state of trust and peace. This card is telling you that now is the time, the only time, to choose peace. Let go of judgment, worry, and the need for control. Then take a deep breath and choose to live in your trusting heart. That pervasive peace will bring profound happiness and radiate an absolutely irresistible vibration. Wow. Here's your affirmation for this week. I quiet my mind. I let go of all concerns, and I breathe deeply. I live in the tranquil space of eternal trust and surrender. Wow. Well, I'm really liking that. So quiet the mind, Virgo. Your ruler, Mercury, is now getting ready. It's kind of sitting still right now. And on the 23rd, it's getting ready to move forward. So what am I doing? Oh my God. Your shadow work is break chains. The only way to overcome blocks is to confront them. So it's time to really work on our self-limiting beliefs. And Virgo, it's not time to sweep this under the rug and quiet your mind. You're expecting your mind to figure this out when your soul wants to step in and do it peacefully. You follow me on that? But definitely getting rid of some self-beliefs. Self-limiting beliefs, I should say. Ooh, did you see the way that one popped out? All right, let's get one more. Which one? This one. Thank you. I want to go with this one first. Yeah, illuminate. Open your eyes. Get that spark back. Check out what's going on here. Release the fear. So this could all be the self-limiting beliefs are based out of fear. And you're resisting the flow by trying to control it. And you have to understand that you are never in control of the flow. You have to go with it. So release your fears. You don't need to be at the helm. You know what I mean? You can do this. You know, for the longest time, I said, I had a fear of flying. Okay. And, sorry, I just kind of zoned out for a minute because I'm trying to listen to the skunk saga that's going outside my window. The neighbors put a box trap out there and they caught a skunk. And I'm like, wow, I didn't realize that skunk was there. I thought, last summer you could smell skunk. I mean, I thought the neighbors were just smoking really high-grade weed every day. I'm like, who's got money for that shit, But it was actually a skunk. And there's a big skunk under there. And one of the babies is it's not a baby, so I don't want anyone to go, oh, it's not a baby. It's almost full grown. But there's 3 of them. So I don't know how this person is going to deal with this. They put the trap out yesterday. I'm sure they're going to come back sometime this afternoon and check it. So I'm trying to see what sign's going to be the one to have that go down, So we shall see. But anyway, Virgo, that's why I kind of went out there. But what I was saying is that for the longest time, I said, I'll fly if I can fly the plane. Okay? Well, there came a time when I couldn't fly the plane and I just had to trust. And basically that's what this message is don't resist it. Because once you do it, after I was done with the plane ride and we landed, I was like, what the fuck? This was way too easy. I made way too much out of this. And now I can fly anywhere. So be careful of your limiting beliefs, okay? Because fear can stop you cold. All right? Very good. All right, look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. The magician is here to say, hey, you create your reality. So if you focus on fear and resistance, you're going to get more of it. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are out in the same reading. This is true magic right here. And it means something. It means that you need to nurture yourself. You need to ground yourself. There's a big grounding energy, Virgo. You need to work on grounding this week. And the King of Pentacles is stay on course. Just don't resist. Nurture that part of yourself that fears that you need to be in control of all time. The only thing you need to be in control of is your thoughts. And letting the universe do the heavy lifting. Okay? Because for some reason you feel you have to, and you don't. So this is a good time to open ourselves up to truth. Again, the eye is open. Open up to some truth. Set yourself free. The truth can set you free. Emotional withdrawal, yeah, let go. Break the chains, absolutely. Let go of fear, of resistance, and foundation and achievement. So you could be moving towards better harmony. You could actually be, some of you Virgos could be looking for a new place or a new house. Could be like, I see some of you finally finding the one you want. There it is. Very good. Look at the King of Pentacles is out again. Could be focusing on issues of stability too in relationships. Yeah, and the Judgment card's out again too. So again, maybe you got some daddy issues you need to work on, Virgo. Work on those, please. Look at that. The Five of Pentacles. It's your choice. I mean, the Five of Swords. It's your choice, win or lose. What's it going to be? Some things we just got to let go. And it's time to do this. And the Magician out again. Wow. Definitely manifesting something here. Wow. All right, let's get messages of love. Whew, wow. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. No doubt, when the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles come out, if any King and Queen of the same suit come out in a reading, that definitely points to that. New love. Wow. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. So that also could be on the table too. You know what I mean? It all depends if that's what you're manifesting. It seems like two people that haven't met yet are creating the same kind of person they want, and it comes together for you, Virgo. Open up to it because it's Leo season. It's time to have some fun, to bring more joy into your life. All right, let's get, what's the vibe? Very interesting. Is that it? Yeah. Oh boy. Wishful thinking. Second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. This could be somebody from the past too. You're getting a second chance at love, all of that. Virgo, I've been saying this for a while. Open up to it. Open fucking up to it. All right, let's get a closing message for you. Damn. Wow. Which one? It was a no-brainer. No-brainer. All right. Virgo, closing message is receive. You're being asked to open to receiving universal gifts, and these can come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Again, this is working on your worthiness and creating that magnetic attraction that brings everything you want in. It's time for you to do that. And Virgo, Jupiter is in Leo, and it's just amplifying that it's time. All right, Virgo. That is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Libra, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. So welcome, Libra. Hope you are having a fantastic beginning to your week. And it's Leo season, so now it's time to focus on fun, creativity, love, opening our hearts, and finding more joy in our life. How can you do that? Just a little bit. Jupiter's adding a lot more energy to it. It's time to have some fun. If you want to know more about what's going on this week, check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, and we'll talk more about that. All right, so let's go to the tarot table and begin. And see where we are. And we're going to get our angel numbers first. And see what is in store for Libra this week. We got Mercury finally getting ready to go direct. It's happening on the 23rd. The sun moved into Leo. It's officially Leo season. We've got plenty going on. Your angel numbers this week are 999. Beautiful, and it's completion. Release what no longer serves you, Libra, and prepare to embark on a new chapter filled with opportunities. Again, when we open up, the nines are saying you're almost there. Don't give up, you know? Let's get a message from our guides. Let's keep this rolling. They're using the Energy and Spirit Oracle to give their message this week. So let's see what they have. Do I keep that one? Yes. Okay. And it's number 43, with your eternal spirit. Your higher self, your sacred intuition. Matches the amethyst. Love that. I chose amethyst for today's reading. So, people often define themselves according to the restrictions of their human bodies and mental and emotional patterns. They rarely focus on the unlimited power and value of their spirit. But if this is your approach, it only limits your happiness and your experience of value in the world. This card heralds a time of great spiritual value. You are at the point where you can finally awaken to the full and ever-present power of your eternal spirit. This very real side of you preceded your present self, going all the way back to divine consciousness, the source of your true identity. Meditate on the sacred intuition of your inner voice and the radiant wisdom it brings. Let go of limitation and commune with your perfect sacred identity. The more you turn to the internal spirit within, the more truth, beauty, and blessings will adorn your life. Wow. So your affirmation is this, Libra. My eternal spirit guides me in everything I do. I am blessed with the unlimited value, power, and deserving of my soul. That is beautiful energy here. And if you keep this approach, you're going to get that completion that we've been working towards. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful energy. So, let's go ahead and get our shadow work and see. Oh, it's really windy out there. Thought it was supposed to storm, but it looks like it's blowing over us. Now I understand. But it's supposed to rain later, and that's okay. It can. We need a good rain. You know, I love the sun, but too much of it scorches, you know? All right, and your shadow work is lack of awareness, missed chances and unseen risks. Seek facts and stay open-minded. So, again, follow that inner insight. There's an opportunity here to go within. That's part of the completion process that's involved in this. Wow, Libra. Fantastic. Let's get some more messages. There's 2 and 3. The first one is illuminate. Yeah. Seek the truth. Again, internal spirit, inner eye, inner vision. Focus on the bond that you have between you and your internal spirit and your higher self. And it never steers you wrong. And focus on abundance this week. So abundance coming in. Again, the payoff. The payoff definitely is coming in. Okay? Excellent. Let's go ahead and start your reading. Let's do it. So again, lack of awareness, open your eyes. See what I'm saying? It's like maybe since this retrograde, it's kind of, you know, delayed a little bit. Now things are starting to move. So allow that beautiful energy into your life. You won't be sorry. Okay? So let's get the vibe. Oh, the Lover's card. Anything else? Nope. All right, so we are getting an opportunity here to get rid of some hurtful stuff here. The 3 of Swords is pain, you know, all of that. And I'm sending you lots of beautiful energy, but the universe is guiding you to say, like, you know what? Release what no longer serves you. That's the first message you got. And the 8 of Cups is showing, release this pain. Maybe you're saying, well, I released that, Jeff. Well, your guides are going, did ya? The Page of Wands to the Lovers is an opportunity here, especially when it comes to relationships. So pay attention to that. Interesting. So focus on the bonds that you have with people and get rid of the bonds that, you know, that don't have that connection. Interesting. So I don't know if you watch the cosmic weather at the beginning of this. We got a skunk problem next door. and they put a box trap out and caught one of the young ones. And now the mother and the other young one is literally digging a hole around this cage because it was up on the side of the house. They're literally digging a huge hole. I'm almost thinking that these skunks have been working at it since 6 o'clock this morning. And they've been going at it all day. It's now 3:09. It's been nonstop. And you got to see this hole they've dug. It's unbelievable. But anytime now, the next door neighbor, like the landlord or whoever owns the house, is going to come and check on this trap. And you just might be the ones that hear it. All right, so we got the Temperance card and patience. And all you need to do is focus on victory and success. Another 6 here, so that's good. You know, again, some completion, releasing a cycle, maybe about a relationship. You're finally letting that go. Or you're finally letting go of a past relationship because that leaves room for something to come in, you know? So let's look at relationships. Oh my God, look at this. Wow. All right. The 5 of Cups. Look at, all is not lost. All right, so you had some shitty relationships in the past. But all you got to do is get out of this energy and let this go. And there's 2 more cups there. You're not done yet. You know what I mean? So stop wasting your energy. Heal. The star is saying, listen, you can heal this part of yourself. But, you know, also we're working in your favor too. The Wheel of Fortune says it's time. Whew. A lot of you are opening up to a beautiful relationship here, single Libras. It's time. And maybe you are impatient with your process, so now it's costing you. You know, maybe that's what's been at bay this whole time. Okay? So, protected. You are safe and divinely guided. All right, so again, let the universe guide you. That star is completely that energy right there. And friendship. This friendship is leading to more. So a lot of you Libras are moving out of that friend zone to the oh boy zone. And what a great time to do it. Okay? Now let's get, what's the vibe? Okay. What do we have? All right. Distance, divorce, ghosted, separation. Okay, so I can see where a lot of this is, and a lot of you are still stuck there, you know? Now it's time to move towards something that better serves you. You follow me on this? Because this is fantastic. So this energy changes on its ass, big time. So let's get a closing message for you, Libra. Ooh, there it is. Wow, look at that. Closing message is miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. See, miracles surround you, Libra, so be on the lookout for them. Yeah. Instead of looking out and seeing distance, look out for the miracles, and something is going to happen here. So open up to it, Libra. I'm telling you, something big. You're almost there. Don't give up. All right? Okay. That is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join the Vibe Tribe if you haven't already, because I'm going to be adding a lot more members content. And next week is going to be a doozy. This week, we're kind of settling into things. Next week, and it's my birthday, so I'm going to be doing some extra special stuff here on the channel. All right, everybody, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Scorpio, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. Welcome, Scorpio. Hope you're on a fantastic ride to a great week. And it's Leo season, of course. You got time to celebrate. It's time to have some fun, Scorpio. Can you allow yourself to do that? If you haven't watched the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, please go ahead and do so, because we talk extensively about the energy. because I don't want to keep regurgitating things all the time. I want to get down to your reading. So speaking of, let's go to the tarot table and begin. And let's do this and see what we have. What do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio, maybe you're one of the lucky contestants this midweek reset to find out about what's the finalization of the skunk saga, because the next door neighbor had put a box trap out on the side of their house. There's a big hole there, and they caught the whistle pig, the groundhog that was eating all my goddamn sunflowers. Well, they caught that bastard. Good riddance, old Mr. Whistle Pig. Phineas J. Whistle Pig, you have a good life. Anyway, so the box trap was out yesterday. And I'm like, oh no, not another fucking whistle pig. I just took my fence down to protect my sunflowers because they're finally getting a little higher. And so this morning I woke up and saw a small skunk in there. I'm like, holy shit, there were skunks under there? And I was always trying to figure this out, and I haven't smelled it in a while. But every time I went to go check the mail, because you gotta walk out, the side of the house, it smelled like the neighbors were smoking like the best fucking weed on the planet. I'm like, who's got money for this every day? You know what I mean? It was a skunk. So, needless to say, we got one of the kids caught in the trap. And the mother and the other kid, there's two kids, and the big mother's, a fucking huge skunk. It's huge. No wonder it stunk like primo weed. And so now they have literally been digging around this trap, and they're basically going to be able to the trap's going to basically fall in this big hole they've dug, and they'll probably open it up and get her out. I don't know how this is going to unfold, but we're waiting for I don't know if it's the landlord or one of the people that live over there. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they had somebody set the trap for them, but that person is going to be coming back at any time now, and shit is going to hit the fan, and it's right outside my window. So fingers crossed. All right, 3, 4, 5. And it's all about transition. You are in a period of transition and change, Scorpio, so embrace new beginnings and trust in the process of transformation unfolding in your life. All right. Let's get a message from our guides. They're speaking through the energy and spirit oracle. Yeah, I just wanted to keep you on alert, because if I hear people talking over there, someone's getting sprayed, and it's not me. I would easily go over there. I felt bad. I'm like, shit, it's one of the babies, although it don't look like a baby, but it is. And I was just like, man, how can I open up the trap? I ain't doing that. Plus I had, this is recording day. I can't be fucking around with skunks. That's the last thing I need. Who's going to give me a bath in tomato juice? You know what I mean? Maybe some of you want to, and maybe you need to fucking figure that shit out why. But yeah, I'm not doing that. The last thing I need to do is swallow skunk piss. You know what I'm saying? And knowing me, I'll be screaming with my mouth open. It'll just be like, oh, God. It would be comic gold, but not so much for me. All right, so let's get a message for you. And number 4 is freedom, moving on and letting go. Wow. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's the cover photo too. So, wow. Kudos. Let's read about it. I'm just picturing me getting sprayed by a skunk. I'm not setting myself up for that. You know what I mean? Sometimes I put myself in crazy situations. That ain't one of them, folks. I would love to save that baby skunk, but at what cost? At what cost? All right, this card, and you know what? Sometimes you're the idiot that went for the melon slice. Like all of a sudden a melon slice showed up in this little area. If you dumb enough to go for that, you know what I mean? All right, so this card could reveal a time of new freedom. Perhaps involving a recent breakup or some sort of energetic disconnection. This may be the dismantling of romance, friendship, or family relationship, or even a job or career. Whatever the experience, the present energy is saying the moment has come to let go. Any type of separation can be difficult, even if the break is initiated by you. The grief and lifestyle adjustments can feel overwhelming, but this card is telling you to take heart. For this is the right time for you to free yourself from what's been holding you back. In fact, this card could be signaling emotions of liberation and great relief. You could be on the cusp of something very beneficial here, Scorpio, such as the resolution of an ongoing problem or the healing of a long-term illness. Either way, call on Spirit's guidance, for a great shift in consciousness is about to take place. Trust that you have the ability to move on and create an exciting new reality. So your affirmation for this is, I choose to follow my honoring options. As I let go of the old, I attract many new happy experiences. So again, this transition of moving on and letting go, god damn, it's a beautiful thing. Feathered omens. It's really interesting. Wings, birds, all of that. Feathered omens. Even the sweetest bird harbors fierce intentions. So beware of self-deceit, other people's illusions and disillusions and all of that, and secrets. Maybe we're letting that go. Again, caged bird. Everything is a bird except for, the angel wings here, but still, the wings. Setting ourselves free. Transitioning. Wow, another bird. Interesting. This is very symbolic here. Be aware of this. Healing. We're moving on. Pay attention to the birds and feathers and all of that. Creativity. Be creative about these situations you're in right now, or situation. Wealth. Open up to that. Oh no, I hope the upstairs people aren't going on the side of the house. We're gonna listen. I'll grab the other cards. Shit. I didn't even have time to warn them not to go in the back. Oops. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. You hear somebody screaming. Needless to say, I'm not checking the mail today. Nah, I don't think so. Not until them fucking skunks are gone. And good riddance. Because last summer, it smelled like skunk 24 hours a day. And especially when it started getting late, dark outside, because they're nocturnal, and I'm like, I'm not going in the hot tub because I'm going to get out and I'm going to be face to face with a skunk and then I'm getting skunk piss on me. So no, that's not happening. All these cards are face down except for this one, 5 of Swords. So it's win or lose. It's your choice, and they really want you to make that choice. And again, you see the 2 stairways here. Trust your intuition on your next move. Don't be uncertain. Page of Swords is bringing in an opportunity, messages, something. King of Cups is trusting your intuition again. So there's a huge thing about intuition this week. But it's also about don't let your feelings and emotions get in the way of this. You see he's standing in water with his failed attempts. You know what I mean? Sometimes, is it really worth fighting for? So pay attention to that. Let's get some oracles and see. So there's uncertainty here, and you kind of need to embrace that. Patience and planning, yes. Patience and planning. The waiting game. So the Two of Wands is start making plans. More twos. Start making plans to move forward. You know what I mean? You're going to get the call or the offer or the option this week. So July is definitely going to end differently than it started. That's for sure, Scorpio. So be aware of that. Okay? All right, what else do we need to look at? Ooh, as far as relationships, that one went flying. Okay, yeah, don't be tempted to think that you don't deserve anything or you're not deserving of it. Again, we need to get out of this negative mindset. That's why we're not moving on. You talk yourself out of it. And the Ten of Pentacles is very good, settled energy. This is a payoff here, especially when it comes to relationships. It's long lasting. It's working on the ones that are long lasting. It's only focusing on those and dropping the ones that don't, you know? All right, anything else? Yep. Okay, so denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. So don't be tempted or blinded by self-deceit or anything like that. Open up to your soulmate, singles. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. And you will experience this energy faster as soon as you realize that you have to do the same for you. You have to love, accept, and respect you. You know what I'm saying? So let's get what's the vibe. Ooh, there it is right there. Boom. Yeah, look at that. Twice this has come out. So stop running, escape, denial, excuses. No more. It's time. Stop running away from this and work on this. It'll do you good. I would never steer you wrong. You know that, right? I hope so. Because you may be in denial of some stuff. You know, you may be creating an illusion here and you can't keep it a secret anymore. Uh-oh. You know? Are some Scorpios coming out of the closet? Maybe. Good for you. You know? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so let's get a closing message, Scorpio. Oh dear. All right, connect. You're being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Sometimes it's helpful to get new perspectives and simply be around other people, Scorpio. You're in need of this right now, and deep connections will benefit you in many ways. Stop running away from it. That's a big one. Don't piss and moan that you're alone and you don't have the connections you want when you're not going out and making that. See what I'm saying? Important. All right, that's going to do it for this midweek reset. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I hear the skunks chittering out there. I'll keep you updated. And I love you, and I will see you soon. Sagittarius, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd to July 28th, so welcome. Hope you're already on your way to a fantastic week. It's time to kind of get into Leo season, a fellow fire sign, so you can jive with this energy. I hope you can. It's not too much of a struggle to have fun and enjoy yourself, all right? So if you want to know more about this, check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, and we go over all the astrology that's going on. So let's go to the tarot table and begin. First, I'm going to adjust this fucking chair. Oh, it doesn't need to be adjusted, okay? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's Maybelline. All right, let's get let's get your angel numbers. What the hell happened here? What did I do? Last reading I just totally blew everything out. All right, let's get your angel numbers. Thank you so much for being here, Sag. Which one? Yes, that one. Okay. And it's 567 with evolution. You're evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. Wow, fantastic. Love that energy. Again, your ruler is in Jupiter. Oh my God, your ruler Jupiter is in Leo, emphasizing joy, evolution and getting in tune with all those parts of you that want to experience joy and happiness. All right, so let's get a message from your guides. They're using the energy and spirit oracle, and it's number 41 with talent guides with spirit mentors and teachers. So again, Leo season is all about opening up to creativity, having fun. You know, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Set malfunctions. All right, so let's read up on it. Number 41. So maybe a mentor is on its way. Maybe you're becoming a mentor with other people. Let's find out. Countless spirit mentors are always available to help you express and expand your skills and talents. These brilliant beings are drawn to you because they shared your interest in their own lifetimes. If someone is in history has excelled at an endeavor you're pursuing, sorry about that, you can call on that entity by name, especially if you resonate with their work. Don't think that you're not special enough to call on famous artisans that now inhabit the spirit world. Many times, a talent guide will come unbidden, attracted to the resonant energy of your project. Don't assume you're just making it up. If you receive inspiration from them, whether you're interested in art, music, math, cooking, or even quantum physics, these entities could provide a pipeline of unlimited guidance for you. In fact, you may have known these masters in the past. These talented beings are reaching across the energetic realm to direct and inspire you. Answer your psychic door and let them in. All right, so your affirmation for this week is, I am blessed with many known and unknown skills. Talent guides inspire me and give me confidence in the pursuit of my creative interests. Wow. So, this Leo season, you're opening up to talents, letting your guides kind of mentor you in this way, opening up to mentors. What you do is attracting that kind of energy to be guided. So welcome that in, you know, only the highest and the best, of course. It's all part of your evolution. And I think you may be connecting to more than a hobby. So let's get your shadow work. Control issues. Fear of losing power or false security leads to vulnerability. So release, trust, and empower yourself. You don't need to control issues. That's going to stop your evolution. That's going to stop your creativity. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that. There could be some control issues. Release those. Trust the process. You know? All right. Let's get some little oracles. All right, we got 2. Can I have one more? One more for Sagittarius. Okay, yeah. Think of some kind of ceremony. Maybe you're going to a ceremony or something like that you can release the toxicity in your life, toxic people, toxic situations, all of that. Release it and focus on your achievement. Again, your talents are going to propel you, and I think you're really opening up to them. If you haven't yet, maybe you're trying to control the situation. Open up to it. Trust that when the student is ready, the master appears. Okay? Let's see. What else do we have for Sagittarius? There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, opportunities come in, messages come in, especially about some plans. Definitely working out. You just got to deserve that. I mean, you got to understand that you deserve it. Open up to it. Feet on the ground, practical approach. Pentacles in here, so this could also have to do with finances, stuff like that. Again, opening up to it. Recognition and reward. You could be being recognized for your achievement or something here. You know, so this is part of you moving forward. This is excellent. Some situation is leaving you in order for something better to come along. And this pays off. Could be traveling for your job, also getting that message. But there's an opportunity here. Yeah, look at that. Suffering in silence. Yeah, no more of that. Again, that's, ooh, my ears ringing big time. Ooh, whoa. Yeah, message coming in big time. Movements, choices, and decisions. Yeah, and it's time to make those. Wow. Still ringing. Patience and planning, so you got to be patient. So there is some planning involved in this. You've got to make this happen. And opening up your heart, that's a big thing. So releasing fear, regret, any of that stuff, it's time to release that. Wow. Let's look at relationships. Man, my left ear was ringing like a motherfucker. All right, let's see. Wow. 10 of Cups, love that energy. I'm telling you, open your heart and things start flowing to you. Yeah, another 2. Another 2, that's 3. You got to make a decision here, especially when it comes to relationships. Let's put 222 on the board. Yeah, balance and harmony. Getting back into that, okay? But you're not stuck. It's self-deception. It may be somebody deceiving you too. It's time to get out of that energy. Let's put 10s on the board too. 2 10s. You may have something to say to somebody, but it's time. Open up to that success, completion, payoff. You got to get rid of this toxicity. I'm telling you, that's the big message there. Wow. Dare I say, best reading of the week. And that's no bullshit. Okay. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. So this is what you need to release. So you can open up to somebody that does. And it's okay. It's okay. Now let's get, what's the vibe? Your readings go by so fast. Like, I just noticed that. Focus on Archangel Michael. Why? Because he's all about protection, preventing you from harm, and divine intervention. There's definitely something divinely intervening here. Allow Archangel Michael to cut all those cords from the past or toxic energy that we need to get rid of or not being on the same page, and finally do something about it, Sag. That's good. Now let's get a closing message for you. As I'm saying, we just fire through this so fast. Wow. Because, I mean, there really isn't much to be said here. You know, it's said itself. Pay attention to 222, 567, and 1010. You know, or 10s. Completion, payoff, things getting back into harmony. Okay? Yeah, I coughed. Totally about speaking up. There it is. Sag, what are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever, so it's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. And that's the whole thing here. So you can open up your heart, forgiveness, whatever it needs. Whatever it needs. Give your heart what it needs. And Leo season is telling you to open up your heart. Okay? So that is going to do it for your midweek reset tarot reading. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, Freaking Weekend posted Fridays at 10 a.m. to give you the vibe for the weekend and what a weekend it's going to be. So, again, open your heart, open your mind, get rid of the toxicity, and it's time to speak up. All right, Sag, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Capricorn, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. So, welcome, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are on your way already to a great week. And again, I'm so glad that you are here. If you didn't watch the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, Go check it out so you can find out what is going on for this week. That kind of overlaps everything that is coming in for you in the reading. So let's go to the tarot table and begin and see so far. So if you did check out the cosmic weather, you know that I gave you a skunk update because we got some skunks. And I'm going to tell you something. They have literally dug a hole around the bottom of this fucking cage. And I swear to God, I think the mother's going to get her out of that cage. Unfucking believable. I wish I could take the camera out there and show you, but I'm not getting sprayed because it's very close to my side of the house. All right, your angel numbers are 333 with expansion. Trust in your abilities and embrace opportunities for growth and expansion. Okay, so I love 333. That's growth. That's definitely creativity flowing here. And that's exactly what you want to do during Leo season, is expand your mind. Now, we're going to get a message from our guides. They're using the Energy and Spirit Oracle deck. Okay, let's see what the message is for you this week. There it is. With Emotional Desert, number 11. Inactivity and isolation. Now, you see the oasis there. Is that really an oasis or is that an illusion? Let's figure this out. This card signifies a time of inactivity or isolation. Isolation, expansion, what's going on here? You may have been feeling unproductive or uninspired in an emotional desert, longing for real purpose and connections. In spite of that longing, you just don't seem to have the energy to reach out and make things happen. Still, this is not a card of doom and gloom. Even if you seem to have lost your energy, your enthusiasm, or your connections, take heart. Look to the future, the right side of the card. And you can see a beautiful oasis with lush trees and nurturing water. The message is clear. You still have the power to connect, produce, and create great value in your life. You may have to make some plans and put forth some effort, but you can finally break through this low vibration and choose to generate a powerful momentum of joy now, because the sun has moved into the most joyful sign of the zodiac, Leo. So here's your affirmation. I am a vital force in the universe. I have the power to create great value in my life and in the world. Again, we're getting out of that emotional desert and we're expanding. Wow. Do I hear people over there? Hold on a second. Let's see. Why is it in that position like that? Finally tired itself out? Oh no, what happened? Interesting. Maybe it's finally resting because it's been digging for hours. Well, there's nobody over there. Okay, so that's enough. I'm so distracted by this. You know, if it was something else, I would just go over there and open up the cage, but I'm not getting sprayed, man. I would let that little bugger out, the poor little guy, you know? Shit. All right. Your shadow work is shedding illusions. The first step is awareness. The second is acceptance. So this is facing reality. This is being honest with yourself And of course, always giving yourself more self-love. Again, more things to expand by here, guys. So maybe you've been in isolation for too long. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, failure. So maybe that's what you're feeling like. You know what I mean? And it's time to change that. It's an illusion. And it's time. You spent enough time in the emotional desert. And self, yes, take care of the self. Some self-love definitely needs that. You got to take care of yourself here. You know, the inactivity also just isn't about being busy. It's about taking care of yourself. And, you know, I think as of late, you kind of denied yourself that. Okay? Follow me on that? All right. Ooh. Anything else? We had some cards fly across. Is that it? Yes. Yeah, it's an end. It's an end to this fear of failure, to this inactivity, the not dealing with reality. And this makes room. Now you're giving, now the map to the oasis is clearly in front of you, but slow and steady wins the race here. The King of Wands is taking action. You see Leo on his shirt, and it's Leo season now. It's time to make those moves. Now you've got the map. Now there's no excuses. Get moving. Okay? Make it happen. Wow. All right. Use your inner wisdom and trust your inner wisdom at this time. It will guide you to where you need to go. Okay? And awareness. Being aware. I smell skunk. Uh-oh. Being aware that you are the magician. You are the creator of your life. You can either live in an isolated desert or a beautiful, expansive oasis. It's your choice. And it's time for you to choose. Phew. Uh-oh. Ew. Uh-oh. Something's going on out there. All right, so anyway, let's get to love and relationships. Let's see what's going on here. What do I keep? You present those. Okay. Yeah, it's a time for healing. What have you done? What are you doing? It's time for healing, and you're not allowing yourself that. I don't know why. Don't be foolish. Open up to new experiences here. Oh my God. Oh, I'm smelling that big time. Something must have happened. Rejoice in celebration, victory and success, and the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful energy here. Don't waste your time. I'm telling you, what just happened, man? Because I'm smelling that skunk fucking fierce now. This is the first time. Oof. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. All three of them are out there. They have literally dug a hole around this cage. Unbelievable. Whew. Oh my God. All right. So again, it's time for you to come out of this, whatever you're in. And I'm also going to put 10s on the board because I just saw that. Success, completion, and payoff. It's all yours. Again, check this out. Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. So you're being protected. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. The Three of Cups kind of shows that too. So don't be foolish. Open up to this. Get out of your emotional desert. Whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? It's a strong pull to understand that you've put yourself in this situation. Now it's time to do some self-healing, some self-love, and to get it right. What happened in 2014, 2015? Is this continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions? Maybe it's time to break them. Longing. Missing you. Let's talk and reunion. Yeah. Because you've been so distant and in your desert. People want you back. You know what I mean? Let's get a closing message for you, Cap. So pay attention to the message here. It's very strong. All right. Your closing message is believe. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for that idea that's lived inside your heart to be brought out into the world so others can benefit from it, Capricorn. Believe that you can bring it to life, and you will do exactly that. You have to be aware that your power of belief needs to be strong right now. And that'll pull you out of that emotional desert and bring you into that oasis that you know is there and that you're worthy of. All right? With that being said, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to, watch your midweek reset because you're doing that now. I pressed the wrong button. But watch the freaking weekend, Fridays at 10 a.m. And going to make a big deal for the new full moon next week. My birthday is next week, the 31st, so I'm going to be doing all kinds of members-only stuff. So join the Vibe Tribe because that's the only way you're going to see that. And I think I'm doing a live and some personal tarot readings, Why not? But join the Vibe Tribe. All right, Capricorn, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Aquarius, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and it's going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. Welcome, Aquarius. Hope you're already on your way to a fantastic week. Leo season has begun. How's that going to work for you? Watch the beginning of the video for the cosmic weather to get all the lowdown on what's going on. Lots of transformations going on with my Aquariuses, so I'm sending you all the love and energy you need. This could be a little hard at times, but trust me, guys, it's all for a reason. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started. Let's get your angel numbers. Boom, there they are right there. With 5, 6, 7. And it's all about your evolution. You are evolving spiritually, emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. You are Aquarius. And your guides want you to know that. Now, speaking of your guides, they want to speak through you and give you a message from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. So let's go ahead and get your message ready for you. And see. Ooh, there it is. And it's freedom. Wow, just like the cover. With moving on and letting go. Wow, all part of your evolution. So don't be afraid to move on and let go. Aquarius, this card could reveal a time of new freedom, perhaps involving a recent breakup or some sort of energetic disconnection. This may be the dismantling of a romance, friendship, or family relationship, or even a job or career. Whatever the experience, the present energy is saying the moment has come to let go. Any type of separation can be difficult, even if the break is initiated by you. The grief and lifestyle adjustments you can feel are overwhelming. But this card is telling you to take heart, for this is the right time for you to free yourself from what's been holding you back. In fact, this card could be signaling emotions of liberation and great relief. You could be on the cusp of something very beneficial, Aquarius, such as the resolution of an ongoing problem or even the healing of a long-term illness. Either way, call on your spirit guidance for a great shift in consciousness is about to take place. Trust that you have the ability to move on and create an exciting new reality. Damn. Your affirmation for this is, I choose to follow my honoring options. As I let go of the old, I attract many new happy experiences. Powerful energy available to you here. Are you going to answer the call? Because this involves you, Your shadow work is inner balance. What you resist persists, and what you accept transforms. So this is about getting back to wholeness. and realizing that there's duality in all things. You know what I mean? So again, let go of things that are causing that inner balance to be achieved, you know? Let's get one more. This one? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, follow your intuition this week. It'll never steer you wrong. That'll kind of point to where things need to be released. You know. Don't fall for any deceit, self-deceit, or deceit from others. That could be a clue for you to understand. And travel. Again, evolving, the butterfly, very indicative to what's going on with your energy. You could be doing some traveling. Maybe it's time. Maybe you want to do some traveling, but where do I go? Ask your intuition. Okay? Now, let's get your vibe. Damn, there it is. Man, all these cards have just been coming out. All right, yeah, see? Very, very, wow. Okay. I gotta tell you this. A lot has happened with the Tower. A lot of chaos. You know, that Pluto and Jupiter opposition that's happening and all this support. You're being supported, but you're wasting your energy on letting this situation, whatever it is, a breakup or whatever it is, you're still sitting in it, and it's time to let it go. Again, travel with the Three of Pentacles, also recognition and reward. So again, you're coming out of this. The worst is over with. I gotta tell you that. Let's get some oracles. And see. All right. Take your power back. Wow. And foundations and achievement with the Four of Wands. This is coming into harmony. Let's pay attention to 333. Let's put that on the board. We got 3 threes here. 1, 2, 3. And it's growth, creativity, and divine support. So again, use your creativity, Aquarius, also when it comes to this. Don't be deceived. Again, growth, evolution, that's what you pay attention to. Things coming into harmony. Let's look at your relationships. Wow. And the Empress, another 3. Pay attention to that. You seeing 3s a lot? This is taking your power back over the situations that's happened. The Queen of Wands is Leo energy. It's time to embrace change instead of be terrified of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this. So welcome change. This, I want to say, is this rejection is divine intervention, divine protection. 8 of Wands. So August, things are going to start rolling for you. You know what I mean? This energy, this intensity lets up. But it's really trying to show you something here, Aquarius. What's stopping your growth? Shoulda, woulda, coulda? Old relationships? Still revisiting those? Reliving your past? You know? It's horrible. So, again, it can be chaotic, but there's a lot of support if you just look for it. If you keep an eye out for it, okay? Addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. So maybe that's what all this is about. And I'm sending you lots of energy. There's nothing worse than dealing with someone going through addiction or you going through addiction, but you got this. And the only way you can break that chain is that if you decide it no longer serves you. I quit smoking after how many years of smoking, like a 57 Buick. And then one day I just said, nope, I'm done. And I haven't looked back, going on almost 2 years now. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. And if you have not met your soulmate yet, that means they haven't filled in all these, they haven't checked all these boxes. But if you want to manifest this, do this for yourself. Love, accept, and respect yourself. And that person will come in. Okay? So let's get, what's the vibe? And see what else we have. Toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible, all of it has to go. Don't be deceived, it's garbage, you know? And love affair, dirty little secrets, sex fix, down low. Maybe we're going towards something else. You know what I mean? Maybe that no longer fulfills you. Now you want something more with meaning. Allow yourself that grace to have that. Let's get a closing message for you. Aha. Yes, absolutely. Closing message is celebrate. You're being asked to celebrate recent accomplishments, no matter how big or small. Do something special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. There's a lot to celebrate. If you woke up this morning, that's something to celebrate. Because guess what? A lot of people didn't have that choice to celebrate. So, big or small, let that humble you a little bit. Get out of your ego. Shit happens, and you probably put yourself there to begin with. You know what I'm saying, Aquarius? So be aware of that. But let's start working on growth. And this is a perfect time for you to do it. All right? So that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join the Vibe Tribe if you haven't already. That is our members only kind of tiered thing. I only got one tier right now, but I'm going to add more, because I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for members only. So go ahead and join that. You'll be pleasantly surprised on what I offer. All right, so that's going to do it, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Pisces, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 22nd all the way to July 28th. So welcome, Pisces. Hope you are having a fantastic start to your week, and let's hope we can make it a better one. If you haven't checked out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this reading, you should go ahead and check that out first, because that's where we lay down all the astrology and what's happening this week, and a lot's going down. So how are you going to manage that? Go check that out. All right, so let's go to the tarot table and begin. And we're going to start with your angel numbers. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I do. I really do. And your numbers are 432, and it's all about grounding. You are reminded of the importance of staying grounded and centered amidst life's ups and downs. Connect with your inner strength and stability, finding peace and balance within yourself. Again, Pisces, you know, my daughter's a Pisces. Hi, Jess. Love you. I'm sure she's watching, of course. She better be. And I'm always like, you know, I look at my son as the rock, you know? Well, because he's kind of like a rock. He doesn't do anything and he's there. But he's stable and he's strong. And you can count on the rock to be there, you know? My daughter, however, is like a kite. She's flying high, she's soaring, she's enjoying herself. Yay! And once in a while, I gotta reel that shit in, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's kind of like Icarus. It flies too high with his wax wings and they melt. You know what I mean? So, again, I just gotta rein in that energy, because Pisces, it can be very out there. And sometimes it's hard to deal with life's ups and downs when we're so high. You know what I mean? How'd you get so high? But ground. Feet on the ground, practical approach, Pisces, okay? So let's get a message from our energy and spirit oracle. And this is what we're using to get a message from our guides. So let's see, Pisces. And I hope that helped, you know? I mean, you're a very dreamy kind of sign. So you need practicality in your life. All right, so the message is number 6 with Up from the Depths. Releasing difficulty. Okay. So grounding will help with that also. So you're coming up from the depths. A woman rises from a dark, watery place, heading up stairs that lead to a brilliant, peaceful light. This card foretells a time of great release for you, Pisces. An all-consuming issue is about to be resolved, or at least it is moving in the right direction. This difficult experience may relate to ongoing hostilities at work, financial problems, or maybe just unhappy relationships. Perhaps the depths you're coming out of are profoundly personal. It's also possible that you've been in a deep depression, dealing with chronic anxiety, or lost in an ocean of grief. Whatever the source of sadness or frustration, the light of divine love is shining down, healing the situation. Although there may still be some remaining steps before resolving this problem, Pisces, rest assured that a bright new beginning is near. So your affirmation is this: I determine the direction of my life. I have the power to resolve any problem. And I live in my true strength and joy. That's right. And Leo season is all about allowing joy into your life and not settling for anything else and eliminating the things that do not bring you joy. Okay? Let's get a shadow work message for you and see what they have to say. Addiction. Compulsive need despite negative consequences, so get support and therapy. So this is about a time for healing for you. It's liberating yourself from any kind of addiction, whatever that may be, and getting the support you need. Again, feet on the ground, practical approach. Ground yourself. There are plenty of things that can be addiction, just not hard drugs and booze, but screen time, admiration, other people's, approval, and the list goes on and on and on. Addicted to, anything that's habit forming. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that. Ground yourself. A lot of you are coming up from the depths, and that's good. Okay, so this week, use your wisdom, your inner wisdom. Seek out wisdom. Seek out wise counsel. Okay? Air. It's sorting out all that mental congestion in your head. You know what I mean? And sorting it out. Looking beyond the veil of things. And gift. You've been given a gift, but how are you going to use the gift? Oh, wow, Jeff, thanks for the apple. I was hungry. And then you eat the apple. And then you're like, shit, now I'm going to be hungry again. And then you toss the apple away, but you didn't realize that the gift isn't the apple, it's the seeds that are in it. And if you plant those seeds, you will never go hungry. See what I'm saying? Isn't that just profound? I love that. Absolutely love that. I love it every time that card comes out. Because it's an aha moment. Oh, shit. And that wisdom went right out the door. Where'd it go? Well, I'll have to worry about it later. And so far in our skunk saga, said trapper still hasn't come to check on his fucking cage. And I'm a little outraged by that because he could have already taken care of this situation. But now this poor little skunk is so fucking tired that it's curled up in a ball. I really just want to go open that cage, but I'm not getting fucking sprayed, man. I'm not getting sprayed. You know? And it would just be my luck that I go and do a good Samaritan thing and somebody's got to give me a bath in tomato juice. Is anybody up for that fucking challenge? I'm not even up for that challenge. And knowing me, I'll be screaming while I'm getting sprayed and it's going in my mouth. And, I will never recover from that. I will never recover. So why put yourself in that situation, Jeff? I got some kind of dignity left. I'm not doing it. All right, what do we got? Focus, bitch. Okay, there we go. I'm just picturing that all playing out. Oh, okay. Wow, this is great. This is great. Lots of ideas, communication. Mercury is coming out of retrograde, so this can show that. Communication is key, but I'm going to tell you what else is. 3 of Swords, letting go. This could be that addiction, that grief, that shit you're holding on to. The Star says, snap out of it and get some healing. The Page of Cups gives you an opportunity to kind of, again, not take things so fucking seriously. Liberate yourself from this pain or whatever is holding you back. Releasing the difficulty. Ace of Swords is an idea coming in. Lots of ideas flowing. Act on them. Okay? Communication is key. The Magician and the Ten of Cups, well, you create a happy ending and you get the happy ending. That's it. You focus on the happy ending and you get it. That's all you have to be concerned of. The gift is what happens lifelong. And the Ten of Cups is a completion, it's payoff, it's beautiful energy. So let's go ahead and get some oracles. So again, let's do some healing. And it's all about releasing difficulty. So it may not be a major issue. For some of you it is. But for some of you, it's just releasing this illusion that things have to be fucking difficult. And they don't. They could be really easy. You know? But you resist. And emotional loss does fit into that. So again, get rid of this emotion. Okay? Process it. Material and spiritual prosperity with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, that's reciprocating energy all around. Okay? Once you plant the seeds, the apple produces the fruit, and you never go hungry. That's what that is too. And you deserve reciprocating love. And that's the bottom line with that, brothers and sisters. Now, let's look at relationships. Because we may be dealing with some shit from the past. Look at the Ten of Cups is out again. Fucking hey, man. Hell yeah. All right, so anxiety. It's time to let that go. Look at 2 9s. Anxiety and defensiveness. Release this. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. An apology could be on its way. Working with other people. Creating the life you want, the relationships you want, focusing on them and only them. Uh-oh, the battery's going to run out. And 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, beautiful. Recognition and reward, things working in your favor. Beautiful. We got to kind of get through this because I have been recording all fucking day. And it's great because I'm doing readings in between my recordings. It's fantastic. Let's switch over. Soulmate level. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. Absolutely. But wait, the timing's not quite right. Let Mercury kind of move forward. Not this week. Don't do anything this week. Next week is when you can implement. Okay? Now, let's get, what's the vibe? Ooh, you got a storm brewing. Yeah, look at that. Longing. Missing you. Let's talk. Reunion. Again, maybe planning some of that. Getting together. You know, maybe it's just been... I also have to put 10s on the board. What am I doing? Yeah. 10-10. Success, completion, and payoff. You got 2 10s here. The best 10s you can get in the deck, mind you. So let's get a closing message for Pisces. Ooh, got the hiccups. Poor little baby skunk. He's all alone in the storm now. He's getting rained on. But you know what? Fuck that shit. Because those motherfuckers ruined my summer last year. First of all, I thought somebody was just smoking really good weed all summer. I'm like, who's got money for that? You know what I mean? But it was a skunk. And now I see that it had babies. So that's what we're dealing with now. You know, when you get to my age, that's your entertainment. It's sad. Receive. You're being asked to open to receiving universal gifts. This could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Yep, there goes the fucking tarot table camera. But that's okay. And now this one's running down. Pisces, that's going to do it for your midweek reset. Sorry about the rush, but daddy's got to go. And I'm starving. It's like 5:45. I've been in this studio since 10:30 this morning. That's why I love it. But yeah, you know, all that. Have a great week. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I'll let you know about the skunks. Poor little bastards. Now it's pouring out there. Little bastards. It's too bad you don't spray piss all over me, or otherwise I would have set you free. You could have been with your family, but no. You have to release this noxious chemical that I don't want to get in my mouth, because as soon as I got sprayed, I'd be like, ah, and you know, it would be great comedic value, but at a very high price. I don't think I could recoup that. All right, Pisces, have a great week. It could be worse. Okay. I love you all, and I will see you soon.